Welcome back to Dunkirk Dunes. We're here at the top of round 3 in our Operation Giggles game. And I'm just going to go ahead and roll for those who are advancing their tech. Germany and Japan and the US are going to roll to advance their tech, and we'll see what they roll. That's what they're going to have to pay this round. And if anybody gets a 6, they're actually going to get their tech. So we'll just go ahead and do these one at a time here. So first we're going to do Germany. So here's Germany's roll for tech, top of round 3. Okay, they rolled a 2. Okay. Japan. I know, G.I. Joe, you're hoping for a 6. Here we go. A 3. All right. And US. A 2. Okay, nice low numbers for everybody there. So Germany rolled a 2, Japan rolled a 3, US rolled a 2. So they'll each pay that this round to advance their tech to the final stage here before activation. So I'm going to go ahead and finalize my G3 purchases, and I'll be right back. All right, here we are, ready for G3. So Germany had 48 total to spend. I rolled a 2, you just saw, for tech, so 2 of that's going to be paid for tech. I'm going to spend 46 of it. I'm going to save 1. Here's what I'm going to buy for the 46. I'm going to buy 3 artillery, a tank, a mechanized infantry, a submarine, a destroyer, and a fighter. That's 46. I'm going to save the 1, spending 2 on tech. So here's what we're going to do as far as attacks. We are not going to Scotland or London. We're going to take that fleet there, and we're actually going to come down here to Sea Zone 91. So we're also going into Normandy, Bordeaux, and we're also going to go into Vichy, France. And I'll just declare now, too, I have never had a chance before this where I could actually implement the armistice with France, because when I took Vichy, France the first time, I did not have Normandy, Bordeaux. And so unless Sire tells me that I'm misunderstanding the rule and I can't do it, when we do go into Vichy there, after we take Normandy, we are going to implement the armistice, if I understood that right. If not, so be it, but we'd like to if we can. So here's our combat moves. We're going to take this whole fleet here that's in Sea Zone 112. It's going to go 1, 2, 3 from a naval base down here to 91. And what we've got there is 8 transports. Hopefully you can see some of that in the frame. 8 transports, 2 destroyers, the cruiser coming down. And what they're going to pull with them is he's going to bring these 4 tanks. So these 4 tanks are coming down. And these 2 artillery are coming down. And he's pulling 2 of these infantry here from Norway on their way down on its own transport. And these 2 infantry from Western Germany also on its own transport. So these 2 transports here are carrying the 4 infantry. The other 6 transports are carrying these 4 tanks, the 2 artillery, and they're also bringing with them this 1 infantry. And so what we're going to do is the 2 transports with the 4 infantry are going to unload here in Gibraltar. Okay. And then the 6 transports and the 2 artillery and the 1 infantry are going to unload here in Casablanca. That makes sense. Okay. All right. I think that takes care of that. So, let's see. We can pull off all of these green arrows. That was the green arrow action. Okay. And then really the only other attacks, I mean, those are technically combat movements, although there's no defense. So going here into Normandy, Bordeaux. So this tank from Holland is coming in. The 2 fighters from Holland are coming in. And this mechanized infantry from Western Germany is going 1-2, also coming in. And then the battle for Vichy here, one of the infantry from Paris is coming down. And then also one of the TACs from Western Germany is coming down. And I better mark those. So that was 2 leaving from an airbase, so he's going to have 3 left. The 2 fighters up here in Normandy, they're also going to have 3 left. They came from Holland. The mechanized infantry here in Western Germany is going 1-2, also coming into Vichy. Okay. I think everything else is non-combat. So let me go ahead and grab my dice tray here. Okay, well let's do Normandy first, because the way I understand the French armistice rule, this is on page 20 of the BBR, is I can only do that once I actually have Normandy and Paris. And so let's do Normandy first. So I have a 3, my tank. I've got a 1, which is my mech, and 2 more 3s, which are the fighters. And I can even roll the French defense at the same time, 1 at 2. All right. My horrible rolling continues, but I got the hit I need, and the French missed. That's the green. So that French infantry is going to come off. Okay, now let's go ahead and do Vichy. So here I have a tactical, and I have 2 at 1, my mech and my guy. And my tactical is actually going to target select that artillery. So the 3, if the 3 gets a hit, the 2 doesn't even get to roll. Wow, that's a very interesting... Let's just see what's going on here. There is a hit under there. Okay. So, and the blue is the target select. So it got the hit. The artillery was target selected, doesn't get to fire back. So he's out of there. Now, I do want to implement armistice. And so my understanding of that, the way that's going to work is I'm going to have to withdraw my forces next turn, is what the rule book says. But as of now, any French unit, and I go ahead and place kind of a token French Vichy guy there. But any French units that are on the board all by themselves are frozen. So that's going to freeze these guys here in Tunisia. It's going to freeze the guy here in French Equatorial Africa. That's why I didn't have any blue chips, which is what would be ideal. But I've marked them here with the little French roundel. And then the French destroyer here in 71, he's also frozen. Those are the frozen units on the board. Okay, so now we're just going to do non-combats. So I'm going to start with, just make sure I don't forget anything here. These 2 tactical bombers in Western Germany are going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here into El Alamein. So they're both going to be there in El Alamein. The stack of 4 infantry here left in Western Germany are going to just walk into northern Italy. Okay. These 2 tanks with the red arrow are just going to drive down to Yugoslavia. These 2, let's see. Yeah, I think we're okay. These 2 artillery here are going to rail 1, 2, 3 over into Romania. Okay. And then I can rail an additional artillery up to Poland. And I've already got an AA gun there in each of those 3 territories. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and maybe move my AA gun that's currently in Holland. Where do I want that? I think I'm going to just go ahead and move it down into France, Paris. The one that's in Denmark, I'm going to move down to Western Germany. The one that's in Western Germany, I'll leave there. So there's 2 there in Western Germany. Let's see, the 2 fighters here that are in Normandy have 3 left. They're going to land back here in Western Germany. These 2 bombers are going to be designated as air transports. And they're going to go 1 into northern Italy, 2 into 97, 3 into 99, 4 into 98, 5 into Transjordan, 6 back here, and then 7 landing in El Alamein. So one of them is dropping 2 guys off in Transjordan. The other one is just going straight to El Alamein. And he's bringing his 2 guys down to El Alamein. So that takes care of that. Okay. The tactical bomber that has 3 left. So I think I'm just going to take him back also to Western Germany. Okay. You just see. So I think, this tank from Bulgaria is going to move up to Romania. And the 2 guys are going to go with him there into Romania. And we can go ahead and flip that. So that's going to be plus 2. So let's move Germany back up 2. So that's going to take them, I think, up to 39, if I've got that counted right. And then they're not going to get this. This is going to stay French. But my understanding is on my next turn, I have to move my guys out if I want to keep the armistice in force. So that little French guy there, that's the Vichy guy. So we don't get 3 for that, but we do get a plus 2 NO. Just want to make sure I haven't forgotten anything. I think I'll leave one guy here in Norway. I'm going to move the other one up into Finland. And I think I'm basically... Oh, these subs. So let's take the 2 subs here that are in 110. They're going to come down to C-Zone 91. Okay, I think I've moved essentially every piece I've got. I think we can go ahead and place our units now. So I'm going to build that fighter there in Western Germany. I'm going to build the destroyer and the submarine in 113. Not at war with the Russians, so it's all great and good. These other, so the tank, the mech, the 3 artillery, building in Berlin. Okay. I think that's it. I saved 1 from this turn, so I've got 1 there. And then I'm 39 on the tracker, if I have that right. And then as far as national objectives, I've got this one about Denmark, Norway, not at war with the Soviet Union. I do have 5 subs on the map. I've got the armistice with Germany, and I've got a German land unit in El Alamein. So that's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20 bonus, plus the 39, excuse me, on the income tracker, and the 1 that I saved, I think that makes 60 total. So I'm going to have 60 total to spend. Let me just grab that here. So there's 20, 40, 60. Okay. Disposition of forces. So we'll just start here. Transjordan, 2 infantry. El Alamein, 2 infantry, 2 tanks, 2 air transports. Let's see. Casablanca, 4 tanks, 2 artillery, 1 infantry. Gibraltar, 4 infantry. Vichy, France, I've got a guy and a mech who will be leaving on my next turn. Normandy, Bordeaux, I've got a tank and a mech. C-Zone 109, 2 subs on convoy duty. Norway, I've got an infantry. Paris, I've got an anti-aircraft gun. Let's see, Western Germany, I've got 2 anti-aircraft guns, 3 fighters, and a tactical bomber. Northern Italy, I have 4 infantry. Berlin, Germany itself, I've got 3 artillery, a mechanized infantry, and a tank. Poland, I've got a AAA, an artillery, 3 infantry. Slovakia, Hungary, I have 2 infantry, an artillery, and a AAA. Romania, I have, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 infantry, 4 artillery, 1 tank, 1 anti-aircraft gun. And Finland, I have 4, 5, 6 infantry. Oh, C-Zone 113, I have a sub and a destroyer. And I think that's... Oh, I didn't... C-Zone 91. I have 8 transports, 2 destroyers, a cruiser, and 2 submarines. I think that's it. Thanks for watching.